Good morning. Hi, crafters, and welcome. Today is Sunday, March 8th. And if you're in the Midwest like I am, I'm outside Chicago. We just went through moving our clocks forward. So I'm coming to you early in the morning. My body thinks it's earlier because we moved the clocks forward 1 hour. Anyway, welcome. My name is Roxy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the great state of Illinois, just outside of Chicago. Let's finish up this Flowers Fair with some card examples as well, as we're going to make one card together today. So I have out my Stampin' Positioner, and I have a piece of basic white that is 3 3/4 by 5. So this is kind of like a layer down. I am going to, as you can see, I have my grid paper in here, and I have some repositionable sticky tape. And I'm just going to put this, I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to line it up though to this line right here. So if it does move, I can go ahead and rearrange it. I'm going to see how my placement is. That looks good. I'm going to get most of the flowers in there. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink this up with soft sea foam. I want to use a really light color. So you would use this. You would use Lemon Lolly. Or if you're using basic beige, you would stamp it off once. Because you just want a really light look. You just want the resemblance of an outline. And I'll show you why in a second. All right, so let's go ahead and push this down. Okay, so we have the basics of an outline. Now it didn't stamp glue down here, but it doesn't matter because we are going to be doing a coloring technique for this. All right, so let me go ahead. Here, I'm going to leave it on there for now because we have this paper behind here, so it's going to be okay. I am going to grab out some of my spots. I have spots all over the place. I've been a paper pumpkin subscriber for so many years that I've gotten a lot of spots through that paper pumpkin subscription. So let's see. Let's go ahead. We're going to kind of, oops, I just moved that. Darn. I think it's right about there. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take some blending brushes and we're going to put on some light colors in the back. Now, this is my pink brush, so I'm going to put a little Flirty Flamingo on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this more. It's going to look like a watercolor effect, even though it's going to be with stamp pads. So I'm just going to kind of lightly over some of the flowers, put a little of that color on there. Going frontwards and backwards, just getting a little bit, a resemblance of a color behind there. All right, so that's it for that. Now I'm going to grab my orange brush and I'm going to grab out Calypso Coral. Now this is also a very strong color. So let me tap it off a couple times here. And I'm just going to go lightly over these flowers here. All right, so there's my Calypso Coral. Now I am going to grab out, because I'm going to use a little bit of a darker technique now. Let me see. I think I have Petunia Pop. Let's see. Pecan Pie, Petal Pink. Oh, I don't. Oh, I have my in colors at the back of this. See, I have these all marked for the regular colors, but then I keep my in colors at the back. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab out that Petunia Pop. I'm going to take a lot off. I'm just going to kind of go over where those little flowers are. So you're just kind of giving some color to these flowers. Being careful not to be, you want the resemblance, or I'm sorry, the hint of color, not the resemblance. You want color, but you want just the hint of the color. We're not doing full scale here. And I do see that I have one flower there that, put that back, that didn't grab. So let me go back here with my orange and get that flower there. We have a flower here too. I think I want to do that with whatever's left of my purple. I think I have just a little bit of purple left from yesterday. I was playing with this. All right. Now we have a lot of green in there. Because it's all over the place and I don't want to do a lot, I'm just going to kind of drag this green kind of in those areas where the leaves reside. All right, let me put my spots back over here. So you see, and I hope I have this lined up, it's just kind of lightly in there. All right, so I don't think I moved it too much. Let me see. I think we're going to be okay. If we have a little bit of a shadow effect, we have a little bit of a shadow effect. That's just the way it's going to be. All right, so let me go ahead. I have the stamp face up. I'm going to ink it up. I'm going to work that ink in. I come down. Oh, my magnet's in the way. It doesn't touch your paper, remember, until you actually press it down. So let's go ahead. Now let's go down, do a little light rubbing over the whole entire stamp since this is a big background stamp. And let's lift up. All right, we do need to get another set of inking in there. As you can see, there's some spaces in the middle that didn't quite transfer. So let me go ahead and press this in just a little bit more. I'm going to press through that middle because that's where my ink didn't really transfer. All right, and that might just be where the color, where I don't have color. All right. Let's go ahead and we'll pop that off. There's always one piece of the repositionable that wants to come up with it. So let me put this over to the side here. All right, so there you have that. Yeah, I really didn't get a lot of color in there. Don't know what went on there. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's grab out. These are actually card bases. Do I have a color already cut out in a layer? Oh, there's a very soft. That might work. Let's see how it looks. This is Petal Pink. Well, that looks pretty good. Now, I do think it blends or fades into the background. So let me go ahead and grab that Petunia Pop that we used. There's just a little remnant of color left on it. And then this area up here where it just seems to fade in because there's not anything stamped there, I'm just going to lightly color that edge. And now it just sticks out a little bit more. See, oops. You have a very light coating. Sorry, the way my light is. So it just has a little line of distinction there. All right, let me put that back over here in my finger dauber area. Let's grab my seal. I'm going to hover, make sure I like it. If your measurements are right and it looks good on 3 sides of your card, the 4th side's going to work out just fine. So there's my layer. Now we're going to put it on a white card base. Again, if I look good on 3 of the sides, the 4th side's going to be okay. And there's our card. You know what? I bet you that's where I had that repositional tape. It's a little thicker. I bet you that's why that didn't. Right? See how that strip is? It's just that one strip. I think it's where I had that repositional tape. You could have started with a larger piece of cardstock. That way you didn't have the edge, and you could have trimmed down after the fact and not use that repositional tape, but I didn't do that. I went straight to my size. So there's that one. Would put some sort of greeting over there. We could use any of our ephemera. We could actually color the ephemera. Again, I'm just using what's left on my dauber. And I probably could put that right where that is, so you wouldn't even see that happen. All right, let me show you the other examples I did. Kind of went a little wild with this because this does lend so much to its watercoloring. Here, I stamped on a vellum and then embossed, heat embossed with white embossing powder, colored with my blends on the back side of the vellum. So that's why it comes through looking almost like stained glass. Or just that soft pastel look. So there's that one. Here I use the spotlight technique. Again, you would need a greeting or something on this. Now, spotlight usually is on a white or a more neutral card base. I just use this Pool Party, I think it is. No, this is Balmy Blue. Sorry, Balmy Blue. Just because I had it out and I wanted to use it. And then I did another one where I just colored with my blends and then did, I'm calling it raw edge cutting or live edge cutting. So I cut it out so it looked like, you know, the stamp or the die. Actually cut that out, but I just went and fussy cut to the edge and layered it again on that Balmy Blue cardstock. Okay guys, what do you think? That is Flowers Fair, now available. I still haven't looked online to see if it's sold out. I really doubt it has, but I don't know. I would have to look, but Flowers Fair, it's, ooh, that's my stamp backings. It's on the online exclusives that were released last Tuesday on the website. Thanks for watching. Please give me that thumbs up. Have a great Sunday. I hope going into daylight savings time and going forward an hour hasn't messed up your schedule today. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.